It was hard for me because I dropped out of school when I was in the ninth grade. I had gotten pregnant with my oldest daughter. She's now 12. And I had to get me a job.
Everything was fine up until my freshman year in high school. And I started going out to nightclubs. I was sneaking in at a pretty young age.
I didn't know anything about how to even be a mother. I wasn't even grown really myself.
I ended up dropping out of high school.
I went back to school probably about 4 years ago to try to get my GED. It just didn't happen.
It kind of became accepted that I was, just a high school dropout after that.
Just doing all kind of crazy, reckless things,
I got in trouble with some drugs one day, and I got arrested, and they sent me to prison.
Eventually, I knew that I was going to need to do something so that I could have a career.
I had been playing video games for about 2.5 years, and I was really bored. I didn't leave the house. I didn't come out of my room. I was kind of depressed, and I thought, there is something else out there for me.
I'm excited about the fact that we're really looking at the way we deliver instruction, the way we schedule things. Every piece of the system really needs to be aligned around how do you get students in, how do you get them what they need, and how do you get them out at the other end.
We want to, and the term has been used, level the playing field, but it's not that. It's really providing students the social, cultural, and academic capital to succeed. That's really what we're doing.
One of the intents of student success that really started a few years back with Achieving the Dream, an investment from Lumina Foundation in community colleges, was to really take a look at how can we make better informed decisions.
For me, the Student Success Initiative has been about people. I mean, that's what's most exciting about it. It's about this whole idea of human capital and how we can really help our students in the whole community and all the stakeholders in the community through this initiative. And so even though it was born out of the idea that we were looking at something as dry as data, we recognized there were faces behind that data. And we looked at the data and we knew that we could do better.
How do you get the support for someone to allow them to then take their own energy and their time and their desire to do well and to help them achieve that? What are the things that you put in place?
Pretty much I had to teach myself how to do these different things, and I try to talk with people that actually have family members that went to college or people that's actually been in college for a while to try to gain resources and ideas of how to better my experience at college.
Since my mom and dad has never been in college, I had to learn and go out and figure out things myself.
We're looking at orientation. It's been very successful. It has been required for first-time in college students, and we're looking at requiring that for all students.
I learned a lot. I learned a lot from the orientation. They actually gave us these. It's the agenda. If y'all don't have one, get you one.
Supplemental Instruction, or SI, is study groups that are held outside of class that are peer facilitated, so the students are getting help from people who have just recently been in the class.
It was helpful to talk to another student who had taken his class and who knew what he expected and knew the way that he taught.
Supplemental instruction is awesome because you get a different point of view. Students tend to communicate with each other differently than an instructor would, and basically when I was in the experience of having it, the student will break it down in such a way that, even an elementary kid can figure it out. It was awesome. But when I went back to the classroom, I was prepared because I totally understood what the teacher was talking about because I can relate it to different things, and that's why I thought it was extremely helpful.
And I think that the students see the SIs and that we have a dynamic in class, so they see us as a team. It's not like here's the teacher and here's the SI leader, but it's like here's a team that's here for me, and I can see them. They both care about us. They're both working together to help us.
I find myself sometimes just reflecting on how much I'm actually getting from them. because you see their focus, you see their drive. And to be able to work with them and be a part of their development as an apprentice philosopher is just awesome. I can't even find words to really explain it. It's absolutely awesome.
Math is the area that gives students the most trouble, hands down. One of the things we're looking at this year is there's a course through the math that the math department has developed. The data has shown that this course is highly effective.
Well, Math 0385 is a math course designed for non-math people, non-math majors. It is more of a thinking and critical skills thinking, processing of information, not so much mathematically, but more logically. For those people who have not had much success with mathematics, this is like starting over, a clean slate. It does not bring back all the bad memories of I failed this course or failed that course, because this course is a whole new animal.
I think one of the things that's important to remember is the people who see the students every day are the faculty. And when they can get together and become learners themselves about what works, what isn't working, and what we can do about it, I think that promotes success for students and faculty and the college as a whole.
What happened is a group of faculty members were separated and given support and resources to go back to the departments and start talking about data. How can we use data to help our students? How can we use data to help our programs, our courses, and so forth?
What we act as is catalysts. We can go to our department and say and talk and initiate conversations within our department and say, okay, what do we think we need to help our students succeed?
And the research teaches us the more relationships a student has on the campus, the less likely they are to walk away, because they've got support systems right there in the system. And the same thing for our staff and faculty. The more relationships they have, the better able they are to help students.
Success is when you walk across that stage and get that diploma. Mom and Dad is proud of you, I'm proud of you, and your teachers out there in that audience are proud of you.
Professor Moyne, she really cared, you know?
Adjunct Professor Lisa Mock.
Loretta Elin, Community Outreach Director.
Ronnie, our Student Life Directors, also John, they have really helped me out a lot.
Miss Joyce Guillory, Austin Wood, Tracy Parton, and Jennifer Flowers.
Chuck Estrada, he's the automotive professor here at Riverside. Because of him, I'm able to go to ACC, and I can say I am an ACC student because of him.
I'd say, first of all, Tracy Shannon.
Linnea Fletcher.
Mr. Patterson.
Lori Drummond. Professor Gonzalez.
Parker Frisbee.
Dr. Alvarado and Professor Stacy Stover.
Oscar Newman at Eastview campus has been wonderful.
What he did was help me understand what passion, commitment, and just caring can do, not just for the whole student body, for one student at a time.
Every single person at the institution makes a difference. And I think that's permeating throughout ACC, and I'm really excited and really proud of that.
Miss Angelica Cock, when I was ready to drop out, anything, give up, anything, like, she actually did everything in her power, anything, to make sure that I didn't.
The instructors and stuff that I've met so far, as well as employees, are very nice. I mean, everything is right there. When I'm at school, I have everything that I need. And I like going to ACC. And I can't wait till I graduate from ACC. I am ACC.